Hey y'all, welcome to another painting session. This is the second session of self-care painting. Huh?
Can I use that for you?
No,
Why not?
it's education purposes.
Well, wow, well. Listen, can I try?
No,
One thing. Give me a chance.
it's for education purposes.
Give me a
Sorry.
chance. One moment. You won't regret it. I guarantee you won't regret it.
I really can't. It's educational purposes.
How much
Sorry.
did you spend?
I'm currently recording. I'm trying to wrap it up.
So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
My position. No, you go to jail. You don't have the right to steal someone's fucking peace of mind. You don't have the right to invade people's fucking personal space. You don't have the right to feel that you own somebody. You own them. You can manipulate them. You could toy with them. No, the fuck you don't. You are not above the law. You deserve to go to jail, and people like you deserve to fucking go to jail too. You have no fucking right. Today we are at the Fresh Pond Reservation. It is nature meets city and it's gorgeous. There's a lot of greenery, a lot of trees, a lot of flowers, a lot of bugs, a lot of bugs. But I love the aesthetics and we're going to continue doing these videos. But of course we got to set the tone first before we get into the nitty gritty. So let's do a sage. Let's sage the energy first. And today is August 15th. It's a Sunday. Happy Self Care Sunday. Hopefully, you are taking care of yourself because that's important. Okay, let's sage the energy, let's sage the vibe. Let's get into our higher self. Let's ground ourselves. Let's clear our minds. Let's get in tune with what we need and care for that. Let's give ourselves grace and space to experience. And let's be present in the moment. Let's clear out any bad vibes, any bad thoughts, any bad people, places, and things. Whew. Per usual, this was a paint session. I would be asking the collective, what did you learn about yourself since COVID, the last 16, 18 months, in regards to like how has that impacted you? What did you learn about yourself? What things that had to change or things that you had to implement since the pandemic, since the shutdown, and so on and so forth. Then I would obviously ask people to introduce themselves, as well as what brought them to Paint Your Truth. Some people they want to get into painting because they used to be painters. Other people it's a method of self-care. Different answers for different people because we're all unique and we're all different. Oh, did I answer the questions that I proposed to you? Oh my god, I don't think I did. Wowzers. So, um, what did I learn about myself within the last 18 months? Last week I said that it's okay to be more authentic, that I can be my authentic self without essentially asking for permission. So, what else have I learned about myself within the last 18 months? Um, I've existed but never actually lived. Like this year, well, the beginning of the pandemic, it taught me to literally stop and smell the roses because I was in my head, as well as like there's certain expectations. Like everybody has expectations, everybody has certain criteria and goals they're trying to meet. But for me, I felt like I was just doing everything because it was expected of me, as well as like I was doing everything that I felt was needed of me from other people. So of course I wasn't holding on to my boundaries. There was no self-care, but also like I forgot to live. Like like I said, something as simple as watching the trees and seeing how I might have to scooch again because they're getting a little too close. Getting a little too close. Mm-hmm. Back to back. Okay. They gone. Anyways. And it was just so many things like I didn't know that was there and I didn't know that existed there and I didn't know. And it's just like, how did you not know when like you're in the neighborhood, you're in the area, you walk by here all the time? Like, how did you not know? And it wasn't like a judgment thing. If anything, it was me allowing myself space and grace to be like, you need to like exist outside of the mundane. Like you need to actually live, you need to actually thrive, you need to actually expand, you need to actually go, you need to actually live. So, that's what I discovered about myself in the last 16, 18 months. And what brought me to this point of doing self-care painting. I've been doing this for the last like 6 years, and this is the first time that I decided to make this into an actual business. I like how I am now versus I was beforehand. There was a bee that flew. I don't know if y'all saw that, but there's a bee that literally flew in front of the camera. But I've been doing this for the last 6 years as like a community event, and I loved it. I've enjoyed it since doing it 6 years ago. But I wanted to live this instead of doing it as just a pop-up event, a pop-up workshop. Like, I want to live in this reality. I want to live in this authenticity. I want to live self-care. I want to teach others how to get in tune with themselves via self-care. Painting is just a method, but the creme de la creme is the self-care aspect. So I wanted to be in that energy at all times, and I wanted people to also feel comfortable being in that energy at all times. And nothing says learning like modeling. So that's why I decided to make self care painting a business via Paint Your Truth. So that's why I'm here. Paint Your Truth is a little different than the typical paint night or painting class because there is no like model to follow. It's about your true intention. It's about you getting in touch with your mind, body, and soul as you paint. Painting is just a tool. Painting is just a method, but there's no expectation that you're supposed to be this world's renowned painter. It's nothing like that. There's no pressure. If anything, it's the opposite of pressure because it's supposed to help you relax and get into your wellness, get into your self care. So that's the je ne sais quoi. That's the gist of self care painting when we do Paint Your Truth sessions. Now, I'm going to demonstrate the paints and how to do the paints. Typically, when people see paints and they see these little holes for the paints, people get overwhelmed and they think that they need to like cake the paint into these holes. Yes, they're tiny, but you really just need the size of a penny. Like anything other than the size of a penny, you're going to end up wasting it because you have to also be mindful that we're going to dilute it with water. So we're not going to use the whole, I guess you could say, thickness of the paint in and of itself. So you only really just need a penny. And if you don't, I promise you, you're going to end up with something that looks like this, where the paint is all the way caked up. And by the time I edit this video, y'all going to see it up close in person, what I mean with caked up. It ends up being wasted. So just FYI for y'all. So hopefully y'all are having a great self-care Sunday. You know, you taking time out to rest. You're taking time out to be blessed. You're taking the time out to rest. Ooh, because you deserve it. We all deserve it. Hopefully you had a great week, the past week that already happened. And if it was challenging, hopefully the week coming up, like the Monday, you will feel better. And hopefully whatever challenges that you had the week before, you can resolve it this week. Ooh. I am going to use a lot more than a penny with the white, only the white, because I know like I want to give it that airy look, and it's a lot of white that's gonna help me throughout the depiction of my canvas. But typically we would go easy on the paint. I'm gonna go with this light purple. Yeah, I don't think I need a lot of it for this particular portrait. So these are my colors. 2 greens, light purple, white, light blue, and yellow. You don't need to fill in all those cubby holes either. If you need it for your particular dark blue, if you need it for your particular canvas, of course, but you don't feel overwhelmed. It's not a test. And I feel like I have to say that because oftentimes we always feel like we are graded, whether it's like our workplace, our family, our friends, our spouses, or significant others. We always feel like we have to meet a certain mark. This is not it. So don't feel the need to live to whatever expectation, because there's no expectation when it comes to self-care painting. So let's commence the painting. Hopefully y'all can hear me. The sound isn't too loud. So yeah, let's get into some painting. And of course, I'm going to talk to you throughout the process. I'm going to start this canvas with everything all white. And of course, if I was doing a pink, ooh, you know I'm growing up, because typically I would try to kill the bugs. I'm just trying to move it in the direction that I see fit. That establishment, no cap, at least five people that that day had birthdays. I don't know if they had birthdays in Leo. I don't know if they had birthdays in general this year. I don't know if they were stretching the truth. I don't know if that exact day was their birthday, but 5 times within the period of being in the restaurant, we were out here singing happy birthday. And then every time it's that person's birthday, the middle of the grill, the fire like kind of explodes. And it's like, shoo, and like that's the highlight. So like periodically we're singing happy birthday just so we can see the thing go, shoo. It was cute. It was fun. It was a vibe.